Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carey. Appreciate you stopping by today, popping on in to see what's on the agenda, as I like to say. You know, toxic relationships have been in the news quite a bit. There's been a trial on TV, and it's a famous couple who have had, according to their testimony and other people's in this trial, a very hard time in the 1-year marriage that they had because there was rampant toxicity in this relationship. And because it's on the news and in our face, I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about how to avoid a toxic relationship. This one's actually going to have 2 parts. I think I'm going to list everything for you today, but I have some other thoughts, a different approach to it. So this is about toxicity. Today I'm going to share with you signs of a toxic relationship. I think maybe the other one's what to do in that situation. Perhaps. I don't remember. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Let's just start the episode right now. What I was trying to say is, wouldn't it be amazing if there were warning signs that you are entering a toxic relationship? Back away from this relationship. Go no further. Go home. There are signs of toxic relationships. That's what I'm sharing today. Warning signs so that you can get the heck out of there or reassess or watch more closely. But these are signs that should have the hair on the back of your neck standing up, maybe give you goosebumps, raise a red flag at the very least. So to start out, my first to avoid this situation is that you must remember one thing early in a relationship, and that is to go slowly. You must not rush into something because you will miss signs. You will miss warning signs and red flags. You are going to bypass lots of steps in getting to know somebody if you're going rather quickly. So let a relationship unfold in its own natural time, in its own pace, and don't let somebody else speed it up. Don't be the one for sure, but also don't allow the other person to speed things along and get you to that next step where you're seeing each other every day, or you're immediately staying at each other's houses, or talking about the future after date 2. You see marriage in your future. So if it's that passionate, it will wait, but often that passion so quickly at the beginning is also indicative of passion in the opposite direction, of fighting and not getting along, and just very passionate people can become toxic very easily. So take your time, go slowly. And one of the reasons you need to go slowly is because you do not want to miss out on signs of lying or dishonesty, selfishness, jealousy. These traits will show themselves early on if you leave space for them to appear. But if you're steamrolling over all of that and overlooking all of this, you're going to miss out on these warning signs and find yourself somewhere you don't want to be. Next, I wanted to mention that you should know what a healthy relationship looks like. I have episodes on it. I'll link to some of them at the end. I have lots of episodes, like maybe 4 even, on what a healthy relationship looks like, what you need in order to be a healthy person to be in a healthy relationship. Lots of them about red flags or deal breakers. So there's definitely some stuff here, but also there's lots of TED Talks, podcasts about relationships, being a whole person, a whole happy person to enter a relationship and wanting the same from the other person. You might not be so enamored with something so intense, the type of relationship that sometimes can become toxic, if you are in a really good place before finding your partner, not looking for somebody to fill your life up or to be your better half, but just somebody to share with. That's a more healthier approach and makes you less likely to find yourself in something toxic. Number 3, watch out for if your values do not align or you feel that you are under attack and being judged for the things that are important to you or interesting to you. Somebody who doesn't respect you in that way to value your opinions and your important parts, that's probably headed in the wrong direction. That's not starting out healthy and has a tendency, according to research, to end in something that looks more toxic than healthy. You want somebody who's going to respect you, see you as an individual, encourage you as an individual, so that you can be 2 individuals who are choosing to go through life side by side. Number 4, in one of my recent episodes, I was saying how women know that a guy's into you, and I said he teases you a little bit. That is fun banter that I was talking about. People call it sarcasm. But if someone is truly making fun of you or teasing you in a mean way, taunting you or making fun of you where it makes you feel badly about things that aren't funny and shouldn't be made fun of, this is a big warning sign that relationship is not starting out on the best footing or on a really healthy foundation. Nobody should be being mean to you. That's not fun, it's not flirtatious, it's not romantic, it's not even kind. Next thing you want to be on the lookout for is a privacy bubble. If this relationship is really only happening between the two of you alone, you are keeping this little bubble your own personal secret. It's a private relationship that you are not sharing. In fact, if you are not sharing this with your confidant, some of the struggles or the challenges or what's going on, or someone's teasing you or taunting you or someone's jealous, if this is uncomfortable enough for you that you're not sharing it with the people you normally share your stories with and talk about your relationship, if this is your own secret that you're holding and unable to tell other people about it, this is a huge sign that that is toxic. We should be able to share our joy and what we have found and what we're building with people who care about us. If you can't, you should take a look at that and figure out why, because sometimes you just would be embarrassed or you think you would be ashamed of what this relationship is looking like already. And then I guess we should mention which I just started to say, which this person is isolating you. They're keeping you away from sometimes these are narcissist things that narcissists do as well, because I know I've discussed this one before. And this one has to do with you are being taken away from your friends and your family. If you're trying to make plans, I don't know if you're watching that trial at all, but Amber Heard tried to keep Johnny Depp from seeing his kids. She wanted him all to herself. She was very possessive, very controlling, very jealous, and wanted to keep him from seeing other people or going away or spending time without her. So that's pretty toxic. You want somebody who encourages you to go out and live your best life and then come home to them at the end of the day. If they're keeping you from the other important things in your life, work, friends, your hobbies, family members, there's a reason for that. And that's because they don't want you sharing what's going on in that bubble, and or they're trying to separate you so you become extra reliant on this person. That's a big warning sign, a big red flag, so you should know about it. Number 7 could go along with these. If guilt is a tool this person is using to manipulate you and make you do things or not do things, nobody should be guilting you into anything. That's not healthy. That's not a good relationship. That's a toxic relationship. So watch out for the guilt playing any role in this relationship. Guilt is for court. This court case, we're back to that again. But you should never be guilted into doing something or not doing something, or made to feel guilty because you're not giving this person time, attention, whatever they need from you. These are things you would want to do for this person because they're kind to you and care for you, not because they're sending you off on a guilt trip. Number 8, just briefly, you picture yourself with other people, or you look longingly at other people's relationships and maybe have envy or wish you had something they have. If you're not feeling like you're the luckiest person and having immense satisfaction in a new relationship or even a one-year relationship, if home is not a place you want to be and the grass is greener and you feel that other people have it better than you, this is a huge red flag for you that something is toxic at your place. And then finally, to wrap things up, when your brain is having all these feelings of almost like intoxication and pleasure, and dopamine is going through and your amygdala is involved and your frontal cortex is telling you that this feels so good, your brain is too busy to pick up on red flags. So I think that you've got to be aware of those very passionate relationships early on where you feel, to speak of another celebrity couple, and I don't know anything about any of these people's relationships really, but I remember reading that Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie, wow, my brain's finally engaged. These names are coming to me. They each wore each other's blood around their necks. that seems a little excessive. That seems like they're really on a next level of soulmate-dom where they are intensely involved with one another. And I don't know, they ended up getting divorced. Was it toxic? I don't know. But that doesn't sound like a healthy give and take, sharing, be my partner, be my equal, walk beside me, be my support system, my cheerleader, and I'll do that for you kind of thing. I want to be with you because I enjoy your company. You're my best friend. It doesn't sound like that to me. Maybe it was. I don't know. But you may need some time to step away and take a look at this without your brain getting involved and blocking all this pertinent information from you because it's so bogged down in dopamine and good feelings and passion that you don't notice that underlying that is toxicity. That's what I wanted to share with you today. There is a part two, what to do. It's what to do when you find yourself in a toxic relationship. And I'll film that this week sometime, so watch for that. That means you should probably subscribe and hit the ring bell so that you're notified when that episode goes live. I would appreciate that. It would be awesome to have you back again. I will look forward to it. And until that next time, thank you again. Have a good one.